Hi everyone, welcome back to the Lowe Down. It's me, Ollie. Today we are joined by the lovely Jim Turner. Jim is a local entrepreneur, avid car collector, all-round car guy, I would say, and part-time adventurer.
Wow, very part-time. Yeah.
Very part-time.
Dog lover.
And also part-time model.
Well, again, very part-time.
Which we'll come on to.
Lovely hands.
Lovely hand model.
Yeah.
And we have the lovely Molly.
This is Molly.
Who's also just jumped up on your lap. And welcome, Jim. Thank you for coming along. Tell us a little bit about yourself then, Jim. Where you're from and what do you do?
So I'm a Newport boy, born and bred. Mm-hmm. Actually grew up on the streets of Risca up until the age of 7.
On the streets?
Yeah, well, kind of on the streets. Was a detached house, really. But moved to Newport and just recently moved to Usk.
Nice.
So
up in the world? Up
in the world, yeah. So they haven't chased me out yet with a pitchfork. But
okay.
Always been a huge car fan. You know what it's like. Just going to keep up with your passion for cars and try and earn enough money to fuel that passion, really.
Nice. What's in the stable at the moment? What are you driving? What's your cars of choice at the moment?
Well, much to kind of annoyance sometimes of my girlfriend Emily, I tend to accidentally buy cars and then apologize afterwards. So
there's a saying for that, isn't there?
I think it is.
Ask for
forgiveness, not permission. I think
that's just a better way around. Yeah.
Which I don't know how long that's sustainable for a relationship.
It's funny how a lot of men accidentally buy cars.
I know, and it's what a thing to accidentally buy. And but so at the moment there's a car I bought off you, actually, Ollie.
Oh, okay, go on then.
Yeah, an R107.
Oh yeah,
white SL, full Dallas spec.
Yeah.
Blue MB Tex.
Great car that was, local car, all its life.
It was an old girl in Old St. Mellons, I think. I mean, bear in mind that car would have been the price of a decent house in Wales
back then.
Back in the
what age is that car again?
So it's a year younger than me, 1988.
1988, so 35 years old.
It's in much better shape than me.
Yeah.
A really good one. Like you said, local ownership.
Mm-hmm.
That is probably my favorite car.
Yeah.
Not the most expensive, but just lovely to kind of slosh along.
It's a cruiser, a wafter.
And Molly loves that car as well, don't you, Molly? And because it's automatic, she can drive it as well.
Oh, nice.
Can't reach the pedals. But I have got a manual DBS Aston. I've always loved older Astons.
Yeah.
I think it's a generational thing where you grow up and the cars that were kind of desirable when you were teenagers.
100%.
You kind of lust after sometimes when you're a bit older. So
well, I've just had 24 hours in that car.
Yes.
Yeah, and thank you, Jim. And I can see the appeal. V12 manual. Yeah. Striking looks.
Yeah, gorgeous car.
Head turner.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, I had a couple of V8 Vantages before, which were, and you sold one actually. They were beautiful cars.
Yeah.
If anything, I quite maybe prefer the size of those.
Yeah.
But it's chalk and cheese in terms of how they drive. That V12 is fantastic.
It's a monstrous engine. Yeah.
Really, really quick car and sounds beautiful. But that was a car. I was suffering like a mild bout of insomnia, I think.
Right.
And I, just put an email in to who was selling it, and then the next thing you know, I bought it, and it was great. But a lovely car, fantastic car. A bit probably beyond my skills as a driver, I would say. Manual V12. I think you always. I know you're a really good driver, Holly, racing driver.
I say that loosely because I've had my moments, I can tell you.
The James Hunt of Abergavenny, I hear.
Nobody listened to that.
But,
oh, God.
But yeah, no, I think, but in all honesty, and the Aston, I think sometimes with performance cars, you get a bit of animosity from the general public.
Yeah.
Astons, I think, generally quite liked.
Yeah, get away with them. I think because of the romantic side of them and the history and the movie side.
Yeah, 100%. And that was obviously super rare being the manual.
Yeah.
And you had the...
How many of them were made, do you think, those manuals?
So I looked at it, I think it was 840 manual 2+0. So there's no seats in the back. Which is, I think it's rarer than an
worldwide.
F40. Well, it's globally.
Right.
Because they were released during the financial crash.
2008, 2009?
2008, 2009. So obviously there weren't people queuing out the door to buy expensive cars.
What was that new?
I reckon that was about 170 new back then.
Okay.
So 300 grand in today's money, probably.
Wow, okay. And now that car is like 65 grand's worth, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it's a beautiful shape.
Stunner.
But it's weird. Maybe I'm getting old, but I reach for the keys for that old SL
every time.
Yeah, I just think maybe I think back in your 20s and 30s, you know, it's nice to go give it a kind of boisterous drive. But I think I like wafting around, bit of music on, and
the occasion of a car as opposed to how fast it is and so on.
Yeah, and what I've found, because I've kind of dipped my toes in the classic thing with that SL.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ollie. And I think what I've found is not that you buy cars for other people's satisfaction, but one of the things that gives me most pleasure out of cars is other people enjoying them. Yeah. Not in a show-off way, just it's nice to make people happy. And I think that SL maybe is the 80s kind of Richard Gere and then the Dallas thing. People seem to appreciate it. Yeah,
like,
I do.
It's a cool shape. It's a cool car.
Yeah.
I've driven a lot of those. Yeah. And like the pagodas behind us and so on. And we had a green one for sale recently, and I never like so many waves and say hello and people want to stop and chat about it and all the rest of it. Oh yeah. Yeah. Really. And some cars, I think the general public are quite divisive with the general public. Yeah. Loud, obnoxious cars. But I think an old Merc, a manual V12 Aston, is a bit like that. Yeah, and sometimes I feel like I can't swear on this podcast, but a right plonker sometimes. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful car and I love it, but I think maybe the general public. That's why fast estate cars could like tick every box for me. You know? Well, I have seen that Goodwood Green RS6. Is it Goodwood Green? No, it's not. It's called Monterey Green. We've just got that in. That's a V10 twin turbo RS6, and it's a 1-of-1 spec. It's a clear glass, silver wheels. Looks like a 2-litre TDI to the untrained eye. Yeah. It certainly costs more to run than one, but I bet that's ballistic. It's a good car to drive that. Yeah, but I think something like this. Yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards the classics now. So for me, it's a bit of everything. So I'd like a modern sports car, a modern smoker, like as in big estate car or 4x4, and then the classic. Well, I've been driving around in your V8 Range Rover. Yes, and that is, how is it? Superb. Yeah. Well, it was nice to get in a Range Rover that didn't break down. Yeah, exactly. So and I remember you telling me the V8s are the one. The TD V8s, all the way. It sounds gorgeous as well for a diesel as well. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, they're good cars. Yeah, but yours is full blacked out spec, isn't it? It is pretty much, yeah. I did feel like the local wheels, drug dealer. I can't have black wheels anymore. I got to have silver wheels, so I painted the wheels silver on it. Yeah, I saw there was a bit of curb rash on some of those wheels. So. I think that was there when I bought it. Yeah, of course it was. Yeah. It was Gem, wasn't it? Did it? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Good. Okay. Well, look. You've been a petrolhead for a long time. You're in your mid-30s, and so you were driving when you were 17. Did you pass your test? Yeah, I passed on April Fool's Day. Did you? Yeah. Nice. So that was he told me I'd passed, and I thought, well, have I? Is it a wind-up? Is it a wind-up? Yeah, and I April Fool's Day 2005. Yeah. So what was your first car? So my mum had a Ford Ka. No. Luxury. I learned to drive in one of them. Did you? Yeah, the very Mark 1, yeah. She had it from new. It was maroon, similar colour to this actually. Yeah. With cream leather. Yeah. Wow. Leather in a Ka. Leather in a Ka. And my mum had always
like dreamt of the KA.
Right.
Not dreamt of it, but
Yeah.
that was it's funny how different people work differently.
Yeah,
don't they?
yeah.
You know, how they desire cars. Because they originally came out with those black bumper things.
That's right. That's the one. That's my age group. That's what I learned in one of those.
Because you're a bit older than me, Ollie, aren't you?
Just a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then by the time it got to 2002, which this was,
Yeah.
you had body coloured bumpers,
Wow.
aircon.
Okay.
But it was so gutless, the car.
That's a gear then.
It was
gear?
a luxury
Something.
they call it, but it's
Okay.
equivalent of a gear.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
like an M&S.
Yeah,
yeah. But it was so gutless. It was a 1.3, 59 horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
And the brakes were so bad, they were like drum brakes on the back.
Okay.
So if you needed to slow down,
Yeah.
turning the aircon on would sap enough power that it would work better than
No
using
way.
the brakes. It was that it lacked that much power. But it was after I crashed it into a conifer tree within about 3 weeks of passing.
Okay.
On my parents' like just the front drive, and then it kind of there was a domino effect. Then things started rusting, but I remember because the floor pan rusted, which I think was quite notorious on those.
Wow.
But it was an excuse to strip out all the seats except the driver's seat, and it felt like you were in a kind of
That was your first race car?
rally, yeah, like a little race car.
Yeah, yeah.
And me and my mates used to have great fun with that because.
Wow.
But we'd all be like going around in KAs, Citroen AXs,
Yeah, yeah.
that type of thing. And I look back now and actually, I think, well, cars are what you make of it, aren't they, really? Not everyone can afford the most expensive or the cars they desire, but some of the adventures you have are more about the fact you've got that freedom of driving, I think,
Yeah.
which I think sometimes people lose sight of that. They want their latest or most expensive, fastest thing.
Oh, you can have the best time in a cheap car and go off and do a trip and all the rest of it.
Oh, yeah.
I hope that's not getting lost on the world now, but it's definitely something I used to do when I was a kid.
Yeah, 100%. And speaking to my dad and that generation, that's what they,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, they had some great stories. So yeah, I had a KA, and then kind of really my passion for, I've always had a passion for cars.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of I could name cars by their wheel trims and stuff when I was 3 or 4.
Yeah, nice.
That's kind of sad level.
Well, that's how we met, and we became friendly. As I met you in our local cafe in Baffle, and you used to come in. And I think the first thing you came in, but I met you in, was an R107, was it? Or no,
R129. That would have been
R129. Yes, that's what it was.
SL.
A green one,
Mercedes SL green. It was
Designer edition.
Yeah, it was a 280.
Yeah.
I bought off an old boy in Kent, and it was a gorgeous spec, wasn't it?
Crazy. I've never seen another one since.
No.
Didn't have a clear glass roof.
Clear glass roof,
Yeah.
pano roof. Like the interior was kind of the color of, well, between your top and my trousers.
All right.
Like
Bit of
tan. And I love, this is what I'm always on configurators now.
Yeah.
Designing dark green with tan leather.
Yeah.
But I know it's a bit of a cliche now, isn't it?
It's becoming so cool. It's not cool.
Yeah,
But,
I know. It's
but it's still a really lovely spec.
Oh, yeah.
For me, I like black and tan.
Yeah.
Black car,
Yeah.
tan seats.
Gorgeous.
And that's what I like.
My old man's just bought a KNS, and that's black with like a sandy tan.
Nice. Sounds lovely.
And the dealer was saying, well, this is so refreshing because most of them are,
Yeah.
you know, dark inside.
Yeah, I got you.
And so, but yeah, we kind of bonded, I think, over old Mercs, didn't we?
I think we did. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and and that R129 was a fantastic car. I love that. But the R107, I think, is a nice blend of classic, but not too old.
It's still usable.
Still usable. And
what's next for you in the world of cars? You know, because I always like to think like most people have got something up their sleeve or something they may be keeping an ay out for.
Yeah, well, I think now I've got the bug with the classic thing.
Yeah,
with that R107.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is what's going to happen, Ollie. I'm going to end up, you know, on
being
some website.
insomnia again, is it?
Yeah, insomnia, or venturing into low classics and coming out with something I didn't intend to buy. I think
that's my whole business model.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so I've always lusted after older cars.
Okay.
A misspent youth going around car museums, and I think something, I don't know. I've always loved like an E-Type or something.
Nice.
But the Series 1
Yeah,
manual
yeah.
coupe.
Lovely.
That for me, I'd love something like that.
I really like the what's the one with the bubble on the plus one, the E-Type, and it's a +2, is it?
Oh, +2, yeah, with the back seats for dogs.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah,
I
and
think
they're
cool.
great value in comparison to the.
Yeah, exactly. I just prefer the shape.
Yeah,
I like that shape.
Yeah,
looks like the Z3M or whatever, or like, you know what I mean? When you have, exactly that kind of styling.
Yeah,
cool.
Lovely. Yeah, that type of thing. So, yeah, but my mind changes all the time. I like variety, really.
I think that's what all like proper car guys or girls and people are. That's what they are. You know, it just depends which way the wind's blowing or what you spot this time and so on.
Oh yeah, 100%. Or what you've got in stock.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. I know. I think, but I'm not a car. What I would say, I'm not a car snob. I think there's a lot of snobbery with cars.
Yeah, they can be.
I think. There's this, I've never been to it, but I've seen it on YouTube. There's an event called Festival of the Unexceptional.
I've seen it. So you've got stuff like Austin Allegros. And things like that, yeah.
But obviously for someone, or like an Astra GL from 1993, and you think, well, I've got no passion for that car, but I really sometimes I actually appreciate it more. Yeah. Someone's gone to the effort
to save it and keep it.
To save it and keep it. And I think that's really interesting. A bog standard
old car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think there's a tendency to, in this kind of quest for like the fastest and newest and best, to actually realize that one man's meat is another man's poison. And sometimes, you know, a car like that. And you had an event here very recently. Yeah. And it's such a mixed bag of cars.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. We had a bit of everything here.
Everything.
We're going to do another one, I think, in October. I think that's the plan.
And I loved it because you get to see all sorts. And I think I'd never go, oh, your car's crap, mate. You know, I think...
Oh, no, I think that's one of the nice things about the car world and car culture in general is like people, whatever they're into, and people, when you go to those car meets where everyone's interested in everyone else's stuff, I think is a lovely thing.
Yeah.
I know I'm most certainly into that myself, you know?
Yeah, it's cohesive, isn't it? It's nice.
But without being too much of car snobs, close your eyes for a minute and have a dream.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you 100 grand.
Oof.
And you're going to go and buy 3-car garage, 100K. Oh. What are you buying?
I would say it's the $1 million question. It's actually the 100,000.
It is. We've had some interesting answers off our previous guests, but I'm fascinated to see what would you go for.
Right. This is interesting. So I think you've got to have I'd go for that, a fast estate car.
Yeah.
And I'd probably go for that RS6 of yours there, that green one.
Yeah.
Because I think, I presume this is another thing.
It's a thirsty daily.
I was going to say 100 grand to buy, but obviously you need a lot more to run. But we're thinking
Don't worry
fantasy.
About that. Yeah. When do car guys ever worry about how much it's going to cost to run?
This is it. Yeah, exactly. So, I'd go for the RS6. That green is stunning. And I think I love a fast estate. I'd debadge it.
All right. Yeah.
Get rid of the badge. So
you got 80 left.
80 left. I'd have am I allowed a car I've actually got?
If you want, yeah. I don't see any reason why not.
I just love that R107. I think for like 20-ish grand.
Yeah.
It makes you feel $1 million.
Yeah.
Makes you feel like you're in a much more expensive car.
Yeah.
And they're going up in value seemingly.
Oh, they've got to, haven't they? Now they've seen their time. I've seen some of them for 50K now.
Oh yeah.
You know? But that was a good value for money when we sold you. But
yeah.
Okay, so let's say 40 gone. 40 gone. You've got 60 left. What are you treating yourself to?
Well, 60-ish. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with a DBS manual, really. And I've just practically built my own garage. But without trying to sell my own car,
it's nice. I've chatted to a couple of guests now who actually pretty much have their 100 grand perfect garage.
Yeah, but then you're always like, oh, I think I want something else now. So to make it more interesting, for 60K, I think this. The convertible can be a wafter, like you said.
Yeah.
I don't really see the point in...
You've got a daily.
Rapid. You've got a daily. And then I think you want something that, especially in Wales, you want something which is probably manual,
Yeah.
that you get into every now and again. It's a nice sunny, crisp day, crisp morning, and you think, I'm going to drive up to Penavan or the Black Mountains in something manual. For a change, I'd buy a V12 Vantage then, because I prefer the look of the Vantage.
Can you get them for 60?
Yeah,
the ones with all those bonnet vents.
Yeah,
they're cool, aren't they?
There was one in
hardtop or roadster. What do you have?
A hard top, I think.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
I like,
Coupe.
like I said, I like wafting in a convertible rather than.
Yeah, okay.
But the DBS is gorgeous, but the V12 Vantage, I always liked those Vantages I had. There's something about the shape and the size.
Yeah, they're not a very big car.
No, they're smaller than a Ford Focus, I think, lengthwise.
Okay.
And they chuck this massive, great V12 in the front.
Yeah.
I've never driven one, but I remember, again, it reminds me of like Top Gear when Clarkson did that clip where he said it's a Aston Martin Vantage with a V12.
All right, it's a good garage.
Yeah.
What about dream car garage? 3 cars, any budget, any money, anything, whatever car. What 3 are you picking in the world?
Right. So this is difficult, isn't it? This is very difficult. A 300 SL Gullwing.
Oh,
beautiful. I saw one recently at a Pistonheads event. With a checkered interior.
Nice.
That's stunning. For me, that beat any of the kind of modern cars. I'd have, and then the car I described as going for a blast type car. Oh, this is tempting to have like an F40.
Oof.
Something like that.
What colour?
Well, I'd have it resprayed in Verdi Zeltwig.
Nice.
Which is Ferrari green.
Yeah.
Like the colour of my shoes.
Perfect.
I'd have it done in that, and I'd have the Alcantara retrimmed in tan.
A green and tan F40.
F40.
Nice.
Because it was that bloke, wasn't there, on YouTube with the blue one?
There's an Automobiliamos. Is that guy in Italy? I'm sure. Didn't he have a green F40? I'm pretty sure he made one. Well, yeah, looked amazing.
A man of great taste.
He is a man of great taste. He builds those. They're not replicas. He builds a resto mod, Lancia Delta Integrale. He built a 2-door in carbon fiber body. He's rebuilding those, and he's into all sorts of other things. His garage is green walls, green tiles, green floors. Like everything's green in the garage.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, cool.
I'd have that, and then my daily. If I was a hypothetical billionaire, I'd love an Aston. So I'd go for a DBX, but I'd have it rebodied. I'd have it rebodied so it just looks like an off-roader rather than a...
Would you?
Right, yeah.
An Aston Martin DBX, you might as well go 707.
707, but I don't want it to look like a 707. I want it to look like...
You want it to be an off-road... What, roof rack?
Roof rack, yeah. Probably chuck a surfboard on, even though I can't surf.
I can't wait to make this. I'll put it up. Yeah.
Surfboard on the top.
All right, that's cool.
Yellow headlights, like the French cars from the 80s. Yeah. I'd have it in, like a Arden green or something like that.
Noted. All right, fine. So, but you're not just into cars. Now, you are a bit of an adventurer, and you recently rode from John O'Groats to Land's End.
Yeah, the other way.
Land's End to John O'Groats.
Yeah, when you went up. I went up. Yeah, it was uphill all the way.
Was it really?
No.
Because it does sound like it would be.
The first part. Do you know what the toughest part of that whole thing? I don't particularly like cycling, so but I train with this guy Clive, who's ex-Navy, really good friend of mine.
Yeah,
we went to Everest Base Camp the year before.
Okay,
but he's crazy. He's 66, but comes up with all these crazy plans, and I can't say no to anything
because he's hard as nails.
He's hard as nails. I'm blatantly not, but I can't say no.
No.
So I go as far as saying I despise cycling, in fact, and the pain it puts you through. But he suggested it. I agreed to it, and then so I bought a bike off eBay.
Yeah.
And it turned up it was pink. Nice bike though. I did a 20-mile bike ride on it just to make sure I could ride a bike still.
Yeah.
And then turned up in, my parents drove me and Clive down to Land's End and got on the bike and away we went. And
wow.
was 1,049 miles.
No.
It was, by and large, we had amazing weather, so that made it easier.
How long did that take you?
We weren't breaking any speed records, but it was probably about 18 days.
So you were away for 18 days together?
No punctures.
No.
Yeah, I got
no punctures.
No punctures at all, which was a help. There were some times where it absolutely tipped down, and I thought to myself, we like up in Penrith near the Lake District, thinking, what the hell am I doing here?
I need to divide this. So 1,000 miles, 18 days. What's that? 30, 40 miles a day.
It was.
Is that right? Am I right? No, I'm way off, aren't I?
50
Someone help me with that.
Yeah.
I actually do deal with maths for a living.
Yeah.
55, 60. There we are. Thanks.
That's what Ollie. Yeah. That's Ollie negotiates cars. Yeah. Call it. Yeah.
I'll knock 10% off. Yeah. 50 quid. Yeah.
But I was doing really well. And we like for me, obviously your body adapts when you're in your 30s as you go along. But Clive, I mean, 66. I mean, he's 66 going on 35, really.
Incredible.
But I managed to get right to the end. And at the end, they've got one of those signposts.
I went there 3 years ago with a friend of mine, Harry, and we rode motorbikes there.
To John O'Groats?
Yeah, so I know the sign you're on about.
Well, it's surrounded by gravel.
Yes,
and
right.
I was so excited by the end.
Yeah.
I sprinted in, full of tourists.
No.
Fell literally with 3 meters to go.
Jim.
So every photo you see of me at the end,
you're bleeding.
There's blood dripping down my leg.
Oh, bless you.
And so yeah, I am Calamity James. So
wow.
Yeah, but it was amazing.
How did you get from there home?
So it was a bit of an anticlimax, really. We some bloke picked the bikes up on a trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, I was ready to throw mine into the
ocean,
North Sea or whatever it is up there. But he took the bike, and unfortunately, the bike got back to Wales, although I haven't ridden it since.
Right.
It's going to go up in my garage.
Nice.
With all the mud on it.
Yeah.
I said, don't clean it. I just want everything, all mud and blood.
Cool.
And I'm going to hang it up and say, well, you know,
I did
back in the day, I did that.
Lovely achievement.
Which was mad.
Yeah. But, did you do it for charity?
Yeah. So my cousin's daughter, my cousin's got beautiful twins. They're coming up to 10 now, and one's got cerebral palsy.
Right.
Sienna. So a lot of the operations for that you have to pay for yourself or raise money for. So yeah, we raised a couple of grand for her.
Fantastic. Well done.
You know, and I know you donated, Ollie. It's much appreciated. But they're gorgeous, and yeah. So she's great, and the family have gone through a lot. So
I can't imagine, you know, as a dad.
So,
yeah.
Well, exactly, and so it was really nice to do something like that for them. So
well done.
Yeah, it was Clive's idea. Clive's very good at stuff.
Go
like
on,
that.
Clive.
So, but
would Clive be a good guest on this?
Clive's brilliant. Yeah, he's a motivational man.
Is he? Okay, we'll have a chat with Clive.
Yeah,
maybe another day.
He's not a car guy.
No.
But he's
we'll just get him to come on and chat about you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. But yeah, just really good experience. But I'd never do it again. I never want to go on a bike again.
No, fair enough. Okay.
I was walking like John Wayne for about a week after.
What about any other adventures or in the future or anything you got planned, or what would you like to do?
So I've done the North Coast 500 as a passenger with my friend Hugh. And that was amazing. But I've always wanted to, I think when you're growing up, when I was growing up anyway, it's this imaginary trip to the south of France, isn't it?
Nice.
And I always thought, what, you know, in my mind when I was a teenager, it was pick up Natalie Imbruglia and drive her to Biarritz. What car would I want to be in? Obviously, I wouldn't do that.
That's
now.
a nice dream.
Yeah, well, it's brilliant. Yeah, fantastic dream. And what car would you do it in? And
you've got that car, Jim.
I think
your car is south of France.
South of France.
Yeah, that white Merc, of course.
Yeah, it's just gallivanting. Well, obviously, I wouldn't take Natalie Imbruglia now. I'd take
obviously
my girlfriend Emily.
Yeah.
But at the time, that adventure I've always wanted to do: drive to the south of France, music playing, beautiful woman in the passenger seat.
Yep.
Probably Molly as well. She'd be
nice.
there.
Yeah.
She could do if we go wine tasting. She could do the.
She could drive you home.
It'd drive me home, couldn't you, Molly? Yeah. So yeah, I think I haven't done enough car adventures, I would say.
Okay.
And I'd love to do something like that, kind of cross country, grand tour, that type of thing.
Okay, that's good.
In an old Merc, I think that'd be nice.
Nice. Okay, so Jim, I had the pleasure of using your car for 24 hours, and that DBS has not got Bluetooth in it, so I was at the mercy of your CD collection. And
that's old school, isn't it? A CD collection.
Yeah. Well, is it like, I mean, I guess it is old school now, but I still think the quality is better on CDs than any digital music.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, there's 6 CDs in that car, and I just pressed random and it flicked through them. And I was surprised to what I heard. Status Quo, Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd. That's you, Jim. That's a bit of you.
Yeah, well, I think I often think music and cars go hand in hand. So a good stereo system.
We haven't long chatted about this, and I think you're right. And different cars suit different music.
Oh, 100%. And so if I'm in that old SL, I turn into a kind of 70-year-old divorced woman and listen to like Aretha Franklin and Etta James.
Oh, I love all that.
I think I'm,
that's proper music.
I hate men for about an hour when I'm driving it. Oh, my ex-husband, but and listen to kind of powerful women singing.
Yeah, good.
But if I'm in something like that DBS, then it's got to be stuff like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Bob Seger.
Yep.
Kind of, I think they call it Heartland Rock.
Okay.
Which is where in America
I call it Gym Rock.
Gym Rock, yeah, or Dad Rock, I suppose they call it now. But
yeah, they do. Yeah.
But I love music; just gets you in the mood, and I think I can't understand people who, when they drive, listen to the shipping forecast or don't listen to.
I don't think there's many people listening to that much anymore.
In fact, I found myself listening to it the other day, and never again.
How do you even listen to that?
I don't know. It was some algorithm on my
it's a thing.
BBC Sounds, I think.
Wow.
There are other radio broadcasters, obviously. But
What's your go-to song? Have you got one?
Right.
Like for driving. You need to get in the mood. You need to put one song on. Like for me, the Cult, She Sells Sanctuary. Like if you really want to get in the mood to go driving, that's a great one,
That was Layer Cake when Daniel Craig came into Stowe House, I think.
What colour was his car in that?
Grey. It was grey RS6.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, great film that.
Great film.
Layer
and that
Cake
plays
the
Cult. Do, 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 do. In fact, you had an RS6 event like that, didn't you? Before?
Yeah, I'd run that was in Goodwood Green.
And you got that Arnage there, which is Michael Gambon's car.
Yeah, exactly. Cake. Yeah, we could tick off most of the stuff in it.
The Layer Cake sound.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, it was a great film. That's what got Daniel Craig the part in James Bond, that film.
Yeah. Well, he does this in one of the scenes, actually. Comes around the corner, he looks like Bond.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy's in that as well.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, it's good cast. So, go-to song, She Sells Sanctuary is brilliant. I'll tell you what's a fantastic song for driving is it's a Dutch band called Golden Earring, Radar Love.
Radar Love, I know it. Yeah. Right.
But yeah, go to anything. Night Moves by Bob Seger, I would say.
Night Moves by Bob Seger.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
I'd go for that, yeah.
All right. I don't think I know that song, so I'll check it out.
Looking all those night moves.
Okay.
I think it's a song about shagging. But
is it?
Yeah. But
Night Moves.
Night Moves,
Moves in the night. Okay.
But that's in the car is great. Not shagging, not dogging. But the Bob Seger hit.
Yeah. So current car culture then, and this is something that I like to ask people and have a chat with about. How do you feel it is, and about stuff like that with kids these days and electric cars and so on?
So this is a really interesting one, actually, because I've got an EV company car.
Okay, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you.
Philistine. But my theory is, let's face it, people drive EVs as company cars as a tax dodge. I think it's the number one cause of it.
That's going to be a big one, isn't it? Because there's no benefit in kind tax and there's no company car tax. Is there on an EV, or is there? Or is it minimal?
It's minimal compared to the equivalent hybrid or diesel or petrol.
Okay.
But my theory is, if people like you and I and the guests you have on this show want to drive around in old cars and performance cars, if the price we have to pay is that for daily driving, people have to drive EVs or hybrids. I think it's a price worth paying, really.
To mean to be able to keep these things alive and keep them going?
Yeah, I read once, I can't remember who said it, but someone said older cars might go the way of the horse, in that when cars replaced the horse, people didn't stop having horses.
No.
But people who were passionate about horses kept horses.
Right.
Would spend their money running horses.
I see what you mean, yeah.
So I think with cars, I think the EV thing seems to be going to the wayside now. It's seemingly Porsche have now said they're not going to do any more or delay development of their big...
2030, there was supposed to be a ban on internal combustion engine cars, ICE cars, in Europe. And I think some manufacturers are saying that can't happen. They can't make it happen by then.
What I think is unrealistic. Again, it's
5 years.
Governments, without getting political, it's governments, sitting on a committee.
This is a non-political podcast.
No, we don't want any I bloody hate politics. But I think whatever governments dictate, we should be driving around in our daily lives. Take the DBS and the SL, for example.
Yeah.
I think I love getting in those after a week in work on a weekend because they're unique. They're totally different to the daily cars. I wouldn't want a daily one of those, to be honest, because you'd fall out of love with it.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
In terms of the
A to B.
Yeah, A to B. And do you know what? That they are easy to drive, EVs. You plug them in at home. Yeah. They're cheap to run. And I don't think there's ever going to be a culture surrounding them. In the traditional car club sense.
Not much modifying going on those, is there, or racing or so on and so forth?
No, and mine does this pathetic thing where it makes a noise and you do feel like a bit of a plonker. You're just driving along and it's making this noise and I think,
like a fake running, like
fake noise. It sounds like a V8.
A hum. Does it? It's got a fake exhaust note.
Fake exhaust notes.
No.
And Emily will say to me, I was like, that's pathetic. And I think, it probably is a bit. But
she's a keeper.
She tells me straight. Good for her. But in terms of, I really don't know. In terms of kids, are they into cars? I definitely think maybe kids aren't going to be into owning cars, just looking at them.
What, it's just a tool?
I think cars as artwork might be a thing in the future where less people seem less enthusiastic about driving than we did, for example, us growing up.
Yeah.
And maybe the death of Top Gear, in the old sense.
Yeah. What is happening with that?
I haven't got a clue.
Is it gone forever?
I think it's gone forever. Clarkson's farming, isn't he? And then James May's making gin and Richard Hammond's divorcing his wife. So I don't think they've got much time really for it. So,
he's running a lovely little garage, not a million miles from here. I'd like to go to it, called The Smallest Cog.
Oh, he's got great taste in cars. He's got E-types.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, really cool.
I would like to go and I'd like to go and visit that place.
Yeah. I don't think you could argue that cars. The roads are less enjoyable to drive now. There's so maybe I think the car culture might be cars as design and artwork, and if you're like driving around in an EV all week, the
makes me sad.
And it makes me very sad. I'm so glad I'm my age now.
And we got to live all these things and do all these car trips and go places and all the rest of it. Like I've had loads of trips in Europe in cars.
Fantastic. I love it. Yeah. And I think it's a wake up call to petrolheads to go out and enjoy them while you still can.
Oof, I like that. Yeah.
And don't. The worst thing I hear is people saying, "Oh, I don't want to put too many miles on it." I think
just use it, enjoy it.
Just use it. And cars basically want to be, more than me as a car dealership. Cars like to be used. They don't like to be sat around.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Doing.
I love it when we sell someone something and they actually go out and use it and do trips in it. We sold a 993 RS to Ireland, to Dublin.
Yeah.
To a lovely chap called Nick. and he takes it to all the car shows over there, driving around the coast of Ireland in it and all the rest of it. And this is a multiple 6-figure car.
Yeah.
And he is out there driving it.
Fantastic.
How cool is that?
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, yeah.
My motto is you can't drive an ISA.
You can't drive an ISA.
Yeah, no, so if you've got a bit of cash and it doesn't matter if it's 5 grand, 20 grand, or like you described, 200 grand, go and enjoy it.
If you buy right.
Yeah.
You even if you do put a few miles on it, you're still gonna be all right anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You buy the right car, but it's going up.
Yeah, and I think that boils down to buying slightly older cars.
Yeah,
I'm not really passionate about brand new cars. So in terms of car culture, like I can appreciate them and the speed, but I think there's this kind of desire to get faster and faster. And some of them maybe have lost their soul a bit.
Yeah.
Compared to the older stuff. And that's dictated by governments as well, I guess, with all the kind of environmental concerns. So, yeah, go and buy an old car, whatever it is. Enjoy it. Enjoy the roads. And don't worry about what it's worth at the end. Just have fun. I think that's my motto.
We could just use that as a whole metaphor for the show, I think. I think you just wrapped us up, Jim.
Oh,
I think,
there we go. Yeah. I do. Sometimes I
couldn't
say
agree with you more.
Things. Yeah, thanks, Ollie. Yeah.
No worries. Well, look, thank you ever so much for coming along and learning about you and hearing about your cars and so on. And thank you, everyone, for listening. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.